loop at Maine, roughly. So he has made one big circle here. And again, that DPS trooper there is trying to get close enough, coming up on the vehicle on the left or right side. It looks like he wants to spin him out, but every time he gets close enough to do that, the driver speeds up or they hit some traffic. Something happens that forces that DPS officer to back off. They just passed the Braeswood exit and the signal cut out here a little bit, but we're back. And now he's moving. On the shoulder to get around that traffic. And you see the police vehicles here he's passing. Still on the west loop, now going northbound. So he has police vehicles chasing him, but he's also coming up and passing some police vehicles here who have gotten involved. There's the Evergreen exit. Okay, now we're 610 northbound. And he's moving now. I don't want to guess how fast he's going, but it's hard to tell if all the other traffic's slowing down or if he's speeding up or both. But you can just tell he's flying by everybody. That makes it especially dangerous if he has to make a quick move. Getting off the freeway here at Bel Air now. Sorry, Holcomb. And here's some traffic at the light. Oh, he's going under. Is he going to come back around? Yes, making a U-turn here underneath 610. Now this would be heading back south. Am I right? Southbound West Loop. He's back on. We've seen him do this at least 3 times now. Get off the freeway, U-turn, and get right back on. So he's staying in the same general part of town here. Now he's on the shoulder. You see some vehicles trying to move out of the way. It's got to be tough. You're driving down the freeway. You see this coming. Maybe you can assume what's going on, but to get out of the way, something that's coming at you that quickly is not always an easy thing to do. So a lot of drivers here doing their best. So far, nobody's been hit. This guy's been avoiding everybody. He's used both shoulders. He's used grassy medians, whatever he's had to get around any traffic he comes up on. This would be much more dangerous and serious on a normal Houston afternoon, but with a lot of people not on the roads again, there's a lot of open freeway you wouldn't normally see in Houston. Okay, he's thinking about a pit maneuver again, it looks like, but again, we're coming up on traffic, and every time that DPS trooper gets up on him, this guy speeds up like he knows what's about to happen, and that, of course, makes the pit maneuver that much more dangerous at a higher rate of speed. But they want to get this guy stopped if they can. You see Buffalo Speedway, the exit here. Weaving in and out of some traffic. That's not where you want to spin anybody out. Again, this guy's wanted for aggravated assault. This started about 45 minutes ago. Remind me again where the chase started. It was 288 in Maine. Right. Not very far away from where we are right now. And here comes another police vehicle. That's HPD coming up here. So we have a DPS trooper and we have several HPD vehicles, I believe. We can only see one, but once in a while you'll see one or two others there involved. I can't tell you how many are involved in this right now. We've lost our signal, but it'll come back. There it is. Okay, this would be the spot. There's the Fannin exit. Looks like that trooper's just waiting for a place with open freeway and some place that's not too crowded. So we're coming back not far from NRG in the Astrodome here. And again, you see the speeds really slow down when we get some traffic. That makes sense. But as that trooper gets closer, that's when the guy will speed up, as he just did here. They're going to go back under 288 here. And when he gets some open road, the spot where you might want to try to spin him out, that's when the driver speeds up and the trooper backs off a little bit. They have certain procedures and rules they try to follow here when they are pit maneuvering somebody. They're trained specifically for this, how to do it properly. We've seen good ones and bad ones over the years. But when done the right way, looks like we're getting onto 288. Going south. You see traffic here moving pretty slowly, probably realizing what's coming up behind them, but leaving the left lane open as they get past some construction here. You see all the construction barrels. He's been weaving in and out of those when he needs to. At one point was on a part of the freeway that was not open to regular traffic. And now we're getting into some heavier traffic here. It's only 2 lanes, and it will not be easy to get around these people. But there he goes, off to the right now, as it opens back up to 4 lanes. Okay, he may go for it here. Talking about the trooper. Now he backs off. He has to wait for some open road, and this guy's just not making it easy. So they're exiting the freeway here, or is this another freeway? They were on 288. No. Oh, he just smashed into somebody. And that's what to worry about at a stoplight. Somebody had the green and this guy blew through the red. Okay, so the vehicle is disabled. He's stopping. Hands are out. All right, officers are out with guns drawn. First thing this guy did when he stopped, put both hands out the window. And you've got multiple officers here. Figuring out their next move. We can't hear what they're telling him to do. Can we get a location on where this is? Where did he get off? Reed Road off of 288? Reed Road off of 288. You see the police K9 there ready to go. That's your upper right screen there behind that tree. You see several officers from different agencies, HPD and DPS, we know are involved in this, maybe others. This was a guy wanted for aggravated assault. And about 50 minutes ago, this started at 288 in Maine and has been doing a giant circle ever since on 288 and 610 and through some neighborhoods as well. You got somebody standing out there by the Exxon sign that an officer is moving along. So this is right in front of a gas station off of 288 Reed Road. And we see both arms out of the vehicle. He's being told to open the door. And these officers will be extremely safe at this point with a guy who's been running now for almost an hour at high rates of speed on several different freeways. They're not going to take any chances at this point. He smashed into a vehicle coming off of 288 there, a vehicle that had a green light. Didn't look like too bad of a collision, but it was enough to get him to stop. I don't know if he just gave up or his vehicle has given up on him here, but he decided to stop right after that collision. And here he is. And everybody wants to take this nice and slow at this point. They don't know if somebody else is in that vehicle. They don't know if this guy's armed. They don't know probably much about him at all other than what he's wanted for, which is aggravated assault, and who he is. But why was he running? And what does he have in that vehicle that could cause harm to those officers? Maybe nothing, but they're not going to take any chances here. And you see that canine ready to go. So he's now standing up out of the vehicle with his hands up. Now hands on the roof of the vehicle. Yeah, usually they want you to get down on the ground. Let's see if they make him do that, or maybe they'll make him walk back toward them. We obviously can't hear their commands from our chopper shot, but we'll just follow along here. One hand behind his head. They're telling him to spin around so they can try to see just visually if he's armed. See if there's anything tucked into his waistband or any kind of weapon. You see police there from all angles. You see the canine on the leash. This guy looks like he's given up at this point, though. After almost an hour on Houston freeways at high rates of speed, finally crashing into somebody. And he's backing up toward them, following their commands. And now the officers move in, put him on his knees, now down, and into handcuffs. And now the canine's being sent into the car. You see that? Check for weapons or anything else they need to find. Doesn't appear to have alerted on anything, but officers will now check it out. We'll see. And the suspect will be, before they're talking to him here, looks like he may be put into the DPS vehicle there. As officers now look in that gray Lexus, and they're going to pat this guy down very well. Taking off his shoes, it looks like, even checking the insides of those. And there you see, and I believe at the intersection there you can see the vehicle he ran into. All right, with this wrapped up, we will get as much information as we can here and bring you the latest on the 411 coming up here in a couple of hours. I'm Russ Lewis in the newsroom. Thanks for watching. We're back to regular programming now, and we'll see you soon.